I'm gonna go for it. Take. Yeah, it's this whole long line. Now I feel like I've seen this before. Now this is supposed to be fine for black.
There's no way for me to explain what's going on here that will make any sense to the chat, let alone myself. You're just witnessing some theory, guys. Some pretty serious theory. I mean, if you can play the move Queen takes F6 and with a straight face, let's say, then definitely there's something going on.
Okay, let's go. See which one I'm gonna play, E3 or G3. I guess I'll go for this one.
Game. This is nice.
Ooh, knight f3.
I thought we would see maybe a b3 thing from Hikaru. He likes to do this, right? Sometimes he starts the game with b3, and in this case, he sort of went for knight f3 and then went for b3. He loves to include this in his games, and it's one of those things that he's so good at playing, and it's just like, it feels like such a simple sideline or not a big deal, but he turns this into like an opening advantage.
Maxime's thinking for a long time here. I'm a little bit confused. Oh, I guess I'll trade. Oh, actually, wait. He can take with the G. He can take with the D pawn. I just forgot.
Now we do have some kind of a Sicilian structure soon if we imagine the e3 coming to e4.
I do have bishop c4. Okay, so he takes. Now the real question is, where do I want to align my pieces? Now I can put the knight on c3, but I think I'm gonna go c4, probably knight d2, bishop e2, and just play chess. I think you just play chess here. Bishop e2, castles, all very standard.
For MVL, I'm thinking, look, we got out of the opening and we're completely fine, right? Like there's no question about whether or not MVL has equalized here. I think he's done very well. There's a few different ways you could play.
Plays d6. Now I can play g3, but I think I should just play the regular. Just a slow setup. a4, b4, a3, bishop c3 looks completely fine. I mean, maybe he's gonna go knight d7 to put the knight on c5. I mean, extremely slow opening here. It can't be understated enough.
Hikaru is always streaming and commentating his game. Yeah, how does he do that all the time, winning the events here and there when facing opponents, being totally focused?
There's queen c7, logical move. Rook c1 seems like the obvious move, or queen c2. Queen c2, bishop f5 doesn't look right. How do I finish my development here is also a serious question. So I mean, if I go queen c2, I mean, rook c1 looks like the right move. Maybe I should have put the bishop on d3 to stop this whole bishop f5 thing. We play c5. Interesting. Very interesting choice. Very interesting. Very interesting. If I go like bishop c3, what is his idea? Bishop d7 or something? Knight b1, a4 takes knight 3. Okay, let's see.
I think black is doing well here. The move a4, I'm looking at next.
Not really in love with the position, I have to say. And bishop c3 makes sense. I just go bishop c3. a4 I don't like it. I'm just gonna go here. Again, it doesn't feel like quite the right move, but I feel like I still should be completely fine. I mean, maybe I play a4. I mean, I'm really unsure if a4 is good or bad, because I create a weakness, but eventually if I can put a knight on b5, I'm also probably just better. So it's very tricky. Like, very tricky how I'm supposed to play this. I'm really unsure in this position whether I want to go a4 or not.
I still think the move a4 is something I would throw in immediately because, you know, at some point, I really do think that white can play the move a4.
Right. I don't know if it's right, but I'm going to do it. And we'll see. We'll see. It's either great or it's horrible. There's really no in between. I mean, maybe I could have gone knight b1, a3, b5 first rather than a4, but it's It's what it is. It is what it is. What it is. It plays 94, so of course I trade. 92, yeah. So takes. I'm gonna go here, try to route the knight. Maybe. I don't know if it's great or not, but again, I do have f3 e4 with knight c3, so I'm actually not so enthused by Maxime's approach here. I think I might already be very slightly better if I get knight b5. Doesn't mean this is like winning or anything, because it's not, but I should be slightly better. Now f3 e4 is a big question. Do I want to play f3 e4? My instinct says I should put the knight on b5 first. It's just my instinct, and at some point later I can always just kick the pony out of town, but I think I should wait until I have to. Okay, plays rook a d8, logical. So I might go knight b5. I mean, he can maybe take if he wants to. Queen b6 is obviously the logical one. Now if he takes, I mean, it's an interesting question if he takes. So I guess I take with the c pawn. Yeah, he goes there, I go here. All very normal. If d5 I just take, I have f3. So let's see what his plan is.
Yeah, I think that this is the kind of position, though, that is starting to favor Hikaru just slightly, because it's not clear to me that d5 is ever going to be good for black. So if I had to guess here, I would say big chance that this is just totally equal draw. But if there's someone who can still play for something, I feel like it's probably white here.
And you're going to build that f3 e4 kind of barrier for the bishop on c6, and it has just happened.
Yeah, that's always a nice structure to have, and you don't always have to play e4 as well. Like even right now, there's a lot of squares being covered by the pawn.
Okay, so he goes there. So I mean, the question is he trying to put the knight somewhere? I mean, I feel like I'm gonna eventually try to run over to the queen side or king side or something and do something. I mean, I feel like eventually if I get e4 and I can stack the towers, I should be better. So we'll see what he does. Maybe I should have played e4 right away. Let's see. He does go knight d7, which I kind of expected. I'm gonna go here. I think I'm gonna stack the two towers. I think I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna stack the two towers, play e4, try to play in the center of the board a little bit more. And again, I mean, I feel like I should be doing pretty well. Maybe I should have gone e4 right away, but okay, let's go here. Takes, I take. Maybe queen h4. I mean, the real question is, what is black playing for? This is the big question mark. He goes rook e8. Now I can go f4, but I don't like it. I can also just play. Actually, my bishop doesn't really belong here. It belongs on the other side of the board. Like somehow my bishop, I think, belongs on c2. Huh. Maybe I do go e4. I don't want to go bishop d3 though. Then d5 takes. Let's just go e4 first. Yeah, let's just go e4. A little bit committal, but I kind of like the concept at least. I'm gonna go here, bishop c2. What he does. There's knight d7. I mean, I kind of expected this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bishop on the knight f8. Now, that looks bad. That somehow does not look right. Oh, he's going to take on... Oh my gosh, he's just going to take on b5. What am I doing? Oy. I just completely forgot that was even a move. Oy. Forgot that.
Now, actually, I think MVL's at the point where the next move is almost 100% going to be bishop takes b5, because if he doesn't, let's say f4, f5, any of these moves happen, I don't understand what the plan is, right? If the knight on e6 does not get to d4, and right now it can't, then this whole plan, this whole reroute, whole maneuver is just probably a bad idea, wasting a lot of time. So I'm really expecting now bishop takes b5 to be the play almost no matter what, and that's why Hikaru's brought the knight
I still
back.
think I'm okay. Now I have to basically defend this a little bit. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. I think I'm gonna have to like make a draw here.
Watch the eyebrows, huh? That should give the evaluation.
Yeah, look how he's shaking
Absolute
his head.
garbage. Not happy at all. Very, very poor game. I was maybe very slightly better if I just forgot he had this knight f8 maneuver, because basically here, somewhere around here, I already need to go f4, f5, and then I'm just probably, am I just better here? F4 is better. Yep, of course F4 is better. What a moron. Oh, so bad. I just forgot about knight e6 for a move, and then I didn't play it, and that's so poor. Oh well, that's life. Let's move on. Now we're gonna play a game of 3-1, I think, if I remember correctly. Let's see what happens. Yeah, very, very poor. I knew f4 was good. I knew it was good, and then I missed it. We should play a game of 3-1 now. Now that didn't take up a lot of time, to be fair, so we still have quite a ways to go. But yeah, that was not what I was hoping for, that's for sure. Not what I was hoping for. Very, very unfortunate. Yeah, I knew f4 was good, and then I didn't play it. Okay, game 2, let me minimize everything. All right, let's see what Maxime wants to do. He's playing in the third event, right? Oh, he wants to do this one. Okay. Which one do I want to play? I think I'm gonna play this one instead. I'm gonna play a different line. This one. He plays knight c3. Wait, if I go here and then d5, I mean, I guess, yeah, this is just all very solid. b3, right. Now somebody did this against me not so long ago, but I forget what the move was against it. Here, here. Yeah, and he gives up a pawn here. I think I had a game against somebody that I actually lost in this because I forgot the line. I forget if it was knight f5 or not. I think it was knight f5, if I remember correctly. Was it knight f5 or not? I think it was. I'm gonna go for it. Take. Yeah, it's this whole long line. Now I feel like I've seen this before. Now this is supposed to be fine for black.
I mean, I basically have to kind of let it play out because there's no way for me to explain what's going on here that will make any sense to the chat, let alone myself. You're just witnessing some theory, guys. Some pretty serious theory.
Why don't I remember this? Oh, this is also I forgot. This is 3-1, so I don't actually have like luxuries of time. Trying to remember how this line goes because I just can't remember for the life of me. Yeah, and this is still supposed to be normal. Just don't remember how the line goes. It's the only problem. I mean, I guess I just have to move. I just have to move and kind of go with it. Go with the flow, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I just have to move quickly. I mean, I feel like there's some line here that's completely fine. I guess queen c7 is not the right setup though, because Maxime's using forever here. I guess I just kind of have to make some moves here and just trust my instinct. Go here. I mean, maybe I'm losing this, but again, I don't have time here to really use. I mean, maybe I have knight f4, knight g6. That's an idea too. Let's go for it. Maybe it's bad, but it looks like a line. It looks like a move. We'll see if it's actually bad or not.
You know, when you're in that time control, all of a sudden you start to take maybe some positions that you might not take in a 10-minute game. This is what I was mentioning at the beginning of the show, is that, you know, hey, Dina, do you really think that we would see this queen sack in a 10-minute game or maybe in a classical game? Maybe not. But all of a sudden you put 3 minutes on the clock, it becomes a lot more playable because there's just not a ton of time to figure everything out.
Oh yeah, you're just doing it naturally, you know, by instinct. That's how it goes.
Have to block. G3, that's a strange move. Actually a very strange move. Can I just go here? I mean, he's got H4, but actually bad. Wait a second. This does not look right. Huh. Wait a second. Queen F4, Bishop G5. H5 is no good. King F8, H5, I lose. Queen D6, Bishop G5.
It's one of those positions that you will definitely see the evaluation probably fluctuate a lot, and that's what an imbalance does. Like right now, if we count up the material, the pawns are actually even, and it really is just, let's say, a bishop and a rook for a queen. So black should be better if you just look at that. Like if you just count the material.
Oh, he's got Bishop D3, Queen H6. No, King F8 loses. So I guess I have to go here. Only move. Go here and run the king out. Down a minute, which is not good. That looks strange and not right. Knight F4 again. Don't have time. Yeah, let's just go H5. Okay, I mean, this should be a draw still. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm actually better. I feel like that was a mistake, but yeah, Rook E3 is a good move. I mean, I guess. I mean, Bishop E7 I just take, and it's just a draw. Maybe I should. I don't think I should have offered a draw. Maybe I shouldn't have offered a draw, because I think maybe I can play on. Whatever. Whatever. It's still probably a draw, right? No, I'm better. But I have 29 seconds, so I mean... I mean, my odds in 1-1 have to be better in 3-1, surely. Surely my odds must be better in 1-1 than 3-1. But whatever.
But instead, he said, look, I'm up almost a minute against Hikaru. He's offering me a draw. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Anyway, all right, 1-1. Let me clear up the pad a little bit. All right, 1+1 coming up, everybody. Of course, all roads lead to Bullet this week, obviously. All roads lead to Bullet.
Who is favorite in Bullet?
Yeah, exactly. And I think as well, it's important to note for the Bullet that it's 1+1.
Yeah.
So there is that 1 second increment, which obviously makes the world of difference when it comes to Bullet chess. So there won't be any pure flagging, and they're off. Remember, after this, Dina, we have Armageddon if we get another draw. Do you think we're gonna go all the way?
No. I honestly think that everything is gonna be decided here, and I'm so also enjoying, you know, looking at Hikaru and seeing him commentating. Come on, how can he commentate in Bullets?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at some point, it just becomes autopilot because he, I'm sure, needs all the focus here as we're off in the 1+1.
Here, Knight F1, of course. Could have played H3 first. Probably I should have, but I mean, I hold all the glue. Go here.
Yeah, I mean, definitely we have two different plans here. MVL he's not all out on the attack, but he's definitely looking at things maybe like rook to E6, rook G6, even just H5. He's offensive minded here, whereas white is looking to play like probably queen C6 on the next move, I had to guess. And yes, bishop takes E5, rook C1.
And rook C1. Relatively balanced. Let's go here. So I have rook C4. 5. I guess I'll go here. Oh, that's a good move too. I missed that. Let's see. Maybe I just go here because now I can take the pawn. I'm actually threatening to take the pawn. Wait, if I take HGF. Wait, what? Isn't this just a free pawn, or am I stupid? I can also take with a knight. Actually, I should take with a knight probably. Where do I take with the pawn? I mean, knight takes looks right. Yeah, this looks right. Queen G4 maybe. But then he can trade. I should be better here. I just have to prove it. Let's go here. I mean, I have to be better in this position. It's just a question of proving it. H4, I guess I go. Now I go here.
He knows he's ahead here, and he can just play queen takes G3. I assume he'll do that. And he's up one pawn going forward, so definitely should be the favorite to win here.
Oh no! Armageddon game incoming.
He missed rook A5. Here. I'm gonna win this game, I think. Here. Yeah, I'm gonna win now. There we go. Yes, we got the win. Stressful, but we get it. Big dubs. Big dubs. Big dubs, you guys. We got the win. All right, so we move on. And there will be one more semifinal, you guys. Or one more quarterfinal. That was a very messy game, but we find a way to get the win. And all's well that ends well, as they say.
The back and forth here in the bullet game was real. MVL definitely had his chances, but the thing is, once you get to those rook end games, you're just that one pawn up. It doesn't matter if there's even a theoretical chance to draw it. You gotta remember, this is bullet. The side who's up a pawn almost always wins those end games when it comes to bullet chess.
All right, so let's go here. I'm actually just better here. Oh, so I actually played this very well. Bishop F5. Oh, rook E8. So maybe it was okay.